Brazil has the 10th largest economy in the world and one of the most unequal distributions of wealth and land. Almost 50% of agricultural land in Brazil is owned by just 1% of the population. It's an anomaly that the Brazilian government views as a primary cause of poverty and hunger. But to date, the pace of land reform has been slow.
O que acontece hoje no Brasil? A terra serve.
What's happened today in Brazil?
A terra serve.
The land is used for speculation.
Reserva de mercado.
The land is used as a commodity.
Ela está a serviço de uma.
The land has to be there for the people who really need it.
Tem que estar a serviço da população.
Under Brazilian law, the government can compulsory purchase unused farmland and give it to landless workers for free. Recently, the government set up a new program which requires workers to pay for land. But critics claim it undermines the land reform policies. The arguments over land reform go back centuries to the foundation of modern Brazil. When the Portuguese first settled here, huge estates were shared out between a small number of aristocrats. 500 years later, little has changed. But now there's a new move back to the land. As Brazil's megacities grew increasingly squalid and dangerous, thousands of poor Brazilians fled. Their aim? To make their living from the land. It's a movement that's increasing pressure on the government to act. In January 2004, 60 families organised by the Landless Workers Movement, the MST, occupied a farm owned by an absentee landlord in the state of Bahia.
People call us the excluded ones, excluded from society. We have the militants who talk to people about land reform. We invite them to join us, then we gather the families and we go and occupy the land. Why do we need a piece of land? To give our children a better future. We want to plant the land, to produce. We only occupy the land if it isn't being used. Once we occupy the land, we have our own resources. Let's see it this way. If you live in the city and you want tomatoes or onions, you have to buy them. Here, we don't have to do that. We can plant, eat what we plant, and also sell to the market in the city. Then we have our own money. We take our food from our own land. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. These are my friends. Tell them your names.
Maria José de Jesus Santos.
Ana Rita Santos de Andrade.
Carla Adriana de Jesus dos Santos.
Karine da Silva Lopes.
José Agostinho dos Santos.
Diga, fale.
Jesus Santos.
Aí.
We are here to put pressure on the government so we can succeed in owning our own piece of land. We don't know how long it will take until the day when the government will give us this land. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is Conrad Wellington, and he's Conrad Graça. We are all here for the same purpose, and I would like to know what is your purpose here.
Well, my purpose here is to get a piece of land and plant on it.
Eu acho que a esperança e o futuro de todos nós.
I think the hope and future